What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Motivation with JR. I am so happy you can join us today. I just want to take a minute to give a shout out to all our new subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. We appreciate it. And to all our returning fans, thank you so much. We appreciate your love and support. And we just want to encourage everybody. And plus, if you have not had the chance to subscribe yet, please go right ahead and do that right now. This is the moment. This is the moment. I'm waiting for you. This is the moment. Go ahead and click that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the little bell so you can be notified whenever we release a video. Also, please share the link on your social media platform, whatever page that you use, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, TikTok, or whatever else is there. I don't know. There are so many of them. We appreciate it if you would share it there. Also, text the link or email it to someone so we can share the conversations and the contents that we have here on this channel. If you watched the last episode or the last video I did, you heard the opportunity that I had to go camping with my son. It was a great opportunity. We had such a good time. So today I want to talk about 2 to 3 lessons that I learned from that trip because it was amazing. Yes, while we did have a good time, we did make the best of it. You know what? There was some stuff that happened, so I want to talk about. So stay tuned because I know you want to find out. So last weekend, I had the wonderful opportunity of taking my son camping. It was great. It was a fantastic time. It was a one-night camp, right? So we went on Friday night. We slept over, and then we came back on Saturday afternoon. So it was great. It was amazing. Now, the problem was, I have never gone camping before. This was the first time ever in my life that I went camping. So you have an idea where this is going, right? So mind you, I said this was happening on Friday night into Saturday. So it wasn't until Friday morning that I went to Walmart and actually got 2 sleeping bags because I didn't have any. And plus, I don't even have a tent. So you know what? The pastor was kind enough to lend us a tent. So I told him way ahead of time. I said, I want to take my son go camping. I figure it'll be a good opportunity for us to, do a little bonding time or whatever. So it will be great. But I don't have a tent. And he says, well, don't worry about it. I think I have, I have a few extra because he's been camping before. He's taken his family camping so many times, and he has different versions. He has the small ones. He has the medium one. He has the large one. He has the VIP one. The one that fits like 10 to 12 people. But anyways, it was great. So he lent us a tent. So, we packed up the car. While I was at Walmart, I picked up some repellent, some, bugs and mosquito repellents or whatever. I had some flashlights in the house, packed that as well, throw them in the truck, and then we started driving. The place was about an hour and a half away from our house, so it was a good ride. So during the ride, we had some good conversations. We had some fun, laughed, and everything like that. So it was good. So when we got to the campground, the tent was already set up. So the pastor had already set up my tent for me. So it was good. It was nice. And as we are, unpacking, I got my little, sleeping bag. I got 2 of them, one for me and one for my son. And then we got our little bags with the trolley trees and everything like that, and the flashlights. Now I'm looking around. I see people just like breaking out with all sorts of things, right? They got air mattress, they got pillows, they got comforters, they got all sorts of things. And I'm looking at my little pie like, what is this? So, make a long story short, I did not bring a pillow. I did not bring an air mattress. I did not bring a comforter. All I took was the sleeping bag. So it wasn't until it was time for us to go to sleep that I'm realizing, I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. Because you know what? The ground was hard. Now, mind you, I was born and raised in Haiti, so sleeping on a hard surface is nothing for me. I'm used to that, right? I've slept on cement or concrete or gravel, whatever. I'm used to that. It's not a problem for me. But my son, on the other hand, is not used to that. So it was a little challenging, and plus, not to mention, he didn't have a pillow. So what I did was we had a towel. So I rolled up the towel and I gave it to him. He put that under his head as his pillow. But for me, I didn't have anything really. So I had a plastic bag and I was trying to, put, stuff clothes in there so I can put that under my head as, as a pillow. But anyways, long story short, we spent the night. It was a bit uncomfortable, but we made the best out of it. But you know what? The next morning we woke up, went to breakfast, and then we took part of all the activities. We played kickball, we played volleyball, we went to the beach, and we played badminton. We just had a ball. We had the best time of our lives. So it was just amazing. So here are the two lessons that I learned from that. Right. Number one was, do not focus on what you're missing. Do not focus on what you're lacking. Right. Yes, it's true that I did not have a pillow. I did not have an air mattress. I did not have a comforter. I didn't have, most of the basic stuff, right? What everybody else did have. But I decided that I was not going to make that my primary focus, because if that was, I would probably have gotten upset and turned around and drove back home the same night. Because if I was thinking of what I don't have, if I'm looking at everybody else who's got, their air mattress, they got the pillows, they got all the stuff that they need to be comfortable. If I was, looking at them, at what they have, that would have gotten me upset and say, you know what, then, I'm not ready for this. So I'm just going to go home. But I decided to, make the best of that trip. I decided to make the best of the time. And my son had a wonderful time. So, which brings me to say, there are some of you who are watching me right now. You may have a similar situation that you're working on, where you still have some missing pieces. You still have some things that you're not quite sure about. They're still up in the air. You don't have them yet. But those are the things that you are constantly focusing on. So I just want to remind you, do not make those your primary focus, but focus on what you have. Focus on what's in your hands. Focus on what you already have and use that. So if you were so caught up on what you don't have, then that's gonna get you upset. That's gonna bring you into depression. That's gonna get you to be discouraged. That's gonna get you to want to quit and give up and say, you know what, I'm not ready for this. I'll come back to it. I'll come back in another month. I'll come back in 3 years, or I'll come back in 2 years, or so on and so forth. So do not focus on that, but just stay committed to what you're working on. Whether it's a business that you're working on, or whether it's a project that you're working on at work, or whatever situation that it is that you're working on, do not focus on the missing pieces, but focus on what you have. Second thing I had to learn, I learned is, just use what you have. Use what you have, which was, what we had we had the towel. So we used a towel. Thank God we had a sleeping bag. We had a tent, which was the most important thing. So we already have that. So with that, we started working with that. So again, to you guys who maybe whatever situation you are in, just use what you have. Use what you have in your hands right now. And I promise you, as you start using it, things will fall into place. The pieces that you were missing will start coming along. You know what? Just see what you can learn from that experience. And that's what we did. And as I said, my son had a wonderful time. And the best thing about it is that, this is going to be this is going to be a story that he's going to be telling for the rest of his life. He's always going to be reminded of that story when him and dad went camping that first night, or that first time. He's gonna be talking about it when he goes back to the school, and the kids are asking, hey, what did you do this summer? And he's gonna say, well, you know what, I went camping with my dad. I had a phenomenal time. It was great. So imagine what that would have done to him if I had gotten upset and got back in the car and drove home that night, because I didn't have because I didn't have an air mattress, or because I didn't have a pillow. Imagine what that would have done to him. It would have robbed him of that opportunity to share the story, or to share that experience, to take part of all the activities that he did, during the time that he was there at the campground. So that way, it's the same thing for you guys. Whatever project you are working on and you're getting upset because of the missing pieces, you are robbing yourself of the experience. You are robbing yourself of the joy that you can encounter, or you can experience during that journey. Use what you have. Start where you are. Use what you have. Use what you have in your hands. I had the sleeping bag and the tent. That's what I used, and we had a wonderful time. And I guarantee you, Next time I go camping, I promise you, I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be ready. First thing I'm gonna get is is an air mattress because man, sleeping on that ground was it was no joke. It was no joke. I'm gonna get an air mattress. I'm gonna get a pillow. I'm gonna bring some comforter. I'm gonna bring some water. Thank God the pastor had water for everybody. But I'm gonna bring some water. Those are what you can learn, right? So you analyze the situation. So it happened. Right, I'm already there. What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna drive back home, so I'm gonna make the best of the situation. So that's what I want you to do. You are already in the midst of the situation that you are in. You already launched the project. The project is working. The project is going well, or the business is already working. So just enjoy the ride and see what you can use from it, analyze it and see what you can learn from it, so that next time you're launching a project, next time you're working in another project, you'll know exactly what to do and what you need to bring. Yes, I'll admit, it was my fault. I should have done my research. I should have called somebody and say, hey, you know what, this is my first time going camping, what do you think I should bring? That's probably was the should have been the smartest thing to do. But hey, I did not do it. Anyways, that did not take away from the fun or from the great time that I had with my son. So that's what I want to encourage you to focus on today, right? So number one is, do not focus on what you're lacking. Do not focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you already have in your hands, right? Don't worry about your neighbors. Don't worry about what other people have, right? Because I could have easily said, oh man, these people are sleeping comfortably right now. They got an air mattress, they got pillows, they got this, they got that, they got this and that, and I don't have anything. I'm on the hard ground. I could have easily done that. So no, I decided I'm going to focus on being here and making the best of the time. So that's what you should be doing. Focus on what you have. Don't worry about the missing pieces, and use what you already have. Use what you already have to continue to work on the project. So that's all I wanted to share with you today. And again, just remind yourself, you got this. Whatever it is you're working on, you got this. Just keep moving forward. And remember, live every day as if it is your last day, because one day it will be. Thanks for watching Motivation with JR. I'll see you next time.